Hello, my lovely people, and welcome to your own book review hub. Ever felt like you were just crushing it in life, only for something to come out of left field and knock you flat on your face? A job loss you didn't see coming, a relationship that imploded. Maybe you poured your heart into a project and it just failed. We've all been there. That moment when you're on the ground, hurting, embarrassed, maybe even ashamed, and the big question hits you. How do I get back up? Not just up, but stronger. Today, we're diving deep into exactly that, inspired by one of the most transformative books I've ever read, Brené Brown's Rising Strong. This book delves into the often messy process of reckoning with our emotions, rumbling with our stories of struggle, and ultimately revolutionizing how we live, love, parent, and lead. Drawing on interviews, stories, and personal experiences, Brown offers a clear pathway to understanding how the most resilient among us process adversity and emerge with greater wisdom and wholeheartedness. Brené Brown, for those who don't know her, is a research professor who spent decades studying courage, vulnerability, shame, and empathy. Her work is profound, and Rising Strong is essentially her guide to getting back up after we've stumbled, failed, or experienced heartbreak. It's not about avoiding the fall, because let's face it, falling is inevitable if you're truly living and daring greatly. It's about what you do once you're down. Now, the common wisdom is bounce back, right? Just pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and pretend it didn't happen. But Brown argues that's not how true growth works. Bouncing back implies an immediate return to how things were, often without processing the pain or learning from the experience. Rising Strong, on the other hand, is about transforming the experience into wisdom. It's about acknowledging the fall, rumbling with the emotions, and then consciously choosing how you want to move forward. It's not about erasing the scar, it's about understanding what it taught you. So, how do we do this? Brown outlines a three-step process that, trust me, is simple in concept but powerful in practice. This is where it all begins. When you fall, the first instinct is often to numb out, blame others, or immediately try to fix it. But the reckoning is about acknowledging your emotions. It's about getting curious about what you're feeling. The disappointment, the anger, the fear, the shame. Brown calls it walking into our story. For example, if you just got rejected from a dream job instead of immediately applying for 10 more, what does that rejection feel like? Is it anger, sadness, a sense of inadequacy? Just sit with it for a moment. Key takeaway: you can't heal what you don't acknowledge. It's about saying, this hurts, and that's okay. This is my favorite part, and often the hardest. The rumble is where you get brutally honest about the stories you're telling yourself about the fall. When something bad happens, our brains quickly create narratives to make sense of it, often self-protective ones. I failed because I'm not good enough. This happened because I'm always unlucky. For example, going back to the job rejection, the story might be, I'm a complete failure, I'll never get a good job. The rumble is asking, is that true? Or is the truth simply that this one job wasn't the right fit at this time? What evidence do I have for my story? What evidence do I have against it? Key takeaway is to distinguish fact from fiction. Challenge your confabulations, that's your self-talk. Get clear on what really happened versus what you've made it mean about yourself. This is where you find the courage to confront discomfort and seek clarity. Once you've rumbled with your stories, once you understand the truth of what happened and what you've learned, you enter the revolution. This isn't an external revolution, it's an internal one. It's about rewriting your ending, integrating the wisdom you've gained, and choosing to live more wholehearted. For example, you rumbled with the job rejection, realizing it wasn't about your worth, but perhaps about lacking a specific skill or a different cultural fit. The revolution is updating your resume, taking a course to gain that skill, or refining your interview approach. It's using the insight to change your behavior and approach life differently. Key takeaway: this step is about integrating the lessons learned and applying them to how you show up in the world going forward. It's about transforming failure into fuel. Having read Rising Strong multiple times, what truly resonates with me is how it normalizes struggle. We live in a world that often celebrates perfection and hides vulnerability. But Brown makes it clear, if you're not falling, you're not trying hard enough. The book isn't about avoiding pain, it's about leaning into it, processing it, and ultimately, letting it refine you. For me, the biggest takeaway has been the power of self-compassion. In the past, when I've faced setbacks, my immediate response was self-criticism and shame. Rising Strong helped me understand that shame thrives in secrecy and judgment. By bringing my struggles into the light, even if just to myself in the rumbling process, I can disarm them. It's about treating myself with the same kindness I'd offer a friend who was struggling. I also believe that the rumble phase is crucial for breaking cycles. How many of us keep repeating the same mistakes or falling for the same traps? Often, it's because we haven't truly interrogated the stories we tell ourselves about why those things happen. Rising Strong gives you the tools to do that deep, internal work, so you can stop living on autopilot and start creating a more intentional, resilient life. It's not just about overcoming, it's about evolving. So if you're facing a fall right now, or you know you will in the future, because you will, here are a few actionable steps inspired by Rising Strong. Acknowledge the emotion. Don't stuff it down. Take 5 minutes to just feel whatever you're feeling. Journal about it. Talk to a trusted friend. Identify your story. What narrative are you creating about this experience? Write it down. Be specific. Find the truth. Now challenge that story. What are the facts? What are the assumptions? Is there another way to interpret this? Ask yourself, what is the truth of this situation? Practice self-compassion. Speak to yourself like you would a dear friend. This isn't about letting yourself off the hook, but about extending grace. Seek support. You don't have to rise alone. Talk to a therapist, a coach, or a trusted mentor. Rising Strong isn't just a book, it's a practice. It's about building resilience, cultivating courage, and living a more wholehearted life. If you've ever felt stuck after a setback, I highly recommend you grab a copy of this amazing book. It's been a game changer for me, and I believe it can be for you too. If this video resonated with you, if it gave you something to think about, please do me a huge favor. Hit that like button. It genuinely helps this channel reach more people who might need to hear this message. And if you want more videos like this, diving into personal growth, resilience, and living a more authentic life, then please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss similar inspiring and self-help videos. Thank you so much for watching, and always remember, falling is part of the journey. Rising Strong is the revolution. See you soon in the next video.